So my wife had asked me to make her a table to fold laundry on and such. She kept trying to take my review table that's going to be the kitchen table once I finally get rid of the last dog crate. Last dog is almost ready to be not crated during the day. He's almost at his time. So I made it. I made it fucking fast. It's not pretty. It's not. I've shown you a lot of pretty things in this house. This one is not pretty. So it is a butcher block workshop table. Well, tabletop. Came back to work, all the legs were destroyed, so I bought the tabletop for like $5. Probably worth more, but hey. And our sump pump is right here too. So she's happy, I guess that's all that matters. So I fucking cut it out so jagged, but I was doing it just with a fucking cordless reciprocating saw. This is here because the way we did this, because I didn't want to spend any money on this, right? I'm like, hey, I got some extra 2x4s and stuff. So yeah, well, the connection, my son broke the connection as we were flipping it over, so I had to build something. I re-glued it on and everything, but it's not perfect. But so this is actually all attached as well. And then I can put some hooks in this for her. I can get some hooks and hang them in there. You know, it is what it is. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's ugly as fuck, but it's gonna survive and do what she wants. And there's a Santa. I don't know why that's there. So we have this little alcove under the stairs, and I've basically been using, like, I even stopped painting because it was under the stairs. I didn't realize how far back it went, and actually that's just a piece of wood, and there's actually space under there too, so I might take that wood out, use it for something else, and put some stuff back there. But so I started using the alcove as storage because it's a 100-year-old house. Storage wasn't always your thought. So then as we turned, we had this shelf that was under the stairs. It was actually why I couldn't tell how far back things went. I thought it was built under there, and then it pulled out. So I put it over here just to hide this, which is just wasted space. And I was like, you know, it's light enough that if I need to get to that, I can just pull it out. But for the most part, I can also go through the clean out. I have 3 clean outs now in the house, right? I have this guy. I have the one right over here, which actually is on top of an old stack. So I have the old stack and floor drain, and the floor drain does not look healthy. It's actually kind of scary, to be honest, but it is what it is. That's really old paint that I got to get rid of that was here when we moved in. And then we have the one from the backflow valve. So we have 3 cleanouts that we can get to, so we're okay, and that's just telling you that there's a backflow valve. But this door has always been on this way, and I've never really thought about it, but then my wife bitched at me that I moved this over here. So, and I also have a water pipe. I gotta fix that. I don't know why they did that. So it's hot water in and hot water out, right? And they had a water softener, obviously, but it's right beside a electrical outlet, so we gotta deal with that. But anyway, so we're gonna change this door. Doors are easy. They're actually set up for you to be able to take them off and put them on. So we're going to do that and change it around. All right, talk to you soon. Well, those were hard to get out. They used thread locker on them. Wow. But that side's off. Got to take the clip off, move it over here, then we can put the door on. So I thought when I pulled the ones out from over here that were just holding, that were just placeholders basically, I thought, hey, maybe it was a factory thing because the holes are like, they're right there. So the heat from the dryer is right there. And I'm like, hey, maybe it was factory. It wasn't. These ones had no thread locker on it. Neither did these ones. I'm intrigued by the way they've designed this thing. I am. So one thing I can say is I like that this has a hanger. So you see that black bolt there? It was in this top one when I took it off on this side, because it hangs in the keyhole to help it stay on level it's supposed to be on as you put it in. So I really like that it's there, so I did slip it down to the bottom, so when I flip this upside down, it'll hang there. So there we go, there's the bolts with their thread locker. Doors just hanging there. So these should line up perfectly. Should, whether or not they will. And that little video snippet was in no way to say that, oh, the people that watch me need to see a how-to video on this. But you wouldn't believe how many people don't know that that door is reversible on a dryer. On almost every dryer. Every dryer I've ever owned, except for one. There was one where there was actual wiring inside. So it still was able to be switched, but you had to unclip the wiring system, feed it all the way through the door to the other side, and then clip it in again. So basically that one was not changeable for me because I wasn't spending the time to do that. I spent more time talking to the camera than it took to do that. And I think that was the best part about those type of jobs, is they're so simple and people don't realize how simple they are. Like, I just made every excuse not to do it. And then when I moved the shelf over there, I was like, I have to do this for my wife or she will never have sex with me again. I like having sex, so let's fix this. So we fixed it. When you're getting scam calls, it's a really interesting thing because here in Canada, you know, we have two official languages, French and English. And you always know when it's a scam call because this is what you get. Press 1 for English. Press 2 for Chinese. You're not the government if you're telling me to press 2 for Chinese. So we're on our thaw. Oh yeah, I loved driving on the ice road, and you're right, you can feel the water under the ice. Ooh, yummy. So another notice here, right? Ooh, the whole ice flow is moving. Interestingly enough, you're on a floodplain and you're on all clay, but there's really not a lot of storm drains. There really is not. Like, a block has maybe one. I've never experienced this. It's things that I didn't really pay attention to when we first moved because last year the snow wasn't bad. So I'm a firm believer in my civic duty. I'm a firm believer in helping my neighborhood. But when I'm out here exposing a drain so that things don't flood instead of the city, while I pay close to $3,000 in taxes a year, that's disgusting to me. And just so you guys see, like, it's a good deal of water. We'll try that again with the camera the right way. There's ice, there's ice, there's ice. There's ice going down the flow. We still have to do some of this over here. We're nowhere near our house yet, but we're gonna head it down the street. But this is in no way saying, okay, there's a Regina rant and rave and people are going off about the city not uncovering these. Here's the thing, yes, the city should be uncovering them, but at the same time, instead of just sitting on Facebook and complaining and letting your house and your neighbor's house and everything else flood, go out and do this, and then go to a city council meeting and hold your elected representatives accountable. You should be doing both. You should be doing this and bitching about it at the same time. Tomorrow we'll come and make this better so more water moves, but I have somewhere I have to be. But we've already gone down quite a bit over here, and if these cars weren't all parked on the street and didn't just park on the street all winter, even though they have garages for every one of these houses, then this wouldn't be as bad. But hey, whatever. And yeah, I'm covered in shit. Basically, it's all about the fact that, yes, for the taxes I pay, the city should be doing this. But if the city isn't, get out there and fix it so that you don't have to pay huge amounts of money to fix your house. Or your neighbors don't have to pay huge amounts of money to fix their house. Just fucking do it. And then, like I said, go and hold them accountable for not doing the job you pay them for. Anyway, I gotta get ready to go. Bye.